gong, lights come back on.
I couldn't believe it.
Let me tell you, your reaction. I wish you would have recorded that. I should have told you to. Oh my God, I should have told you to. But that might have given some stuff away if I told you to do that. So,
maybe.
But your reaction was, it was like, oh, The Rock's got the fucking gong. What? What the fuck? What? What? And then it's like lights come on. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Ah! That was your exact reaction, pretty much.
And they're going nose to nose. Mr. T and Roddy Piper. Look at this. He's found it. I don't believe it. Stone Cold is taking hands with Satan himself.
And look at the flashballs. This is a WrestleMania moment.
He's got it. Oh my God. And has won the match. Michaels caught him in there. Tombstone. He did it. 17-0. If I can't beat you at WrestleMania, I have no career.
John Cena. It is electrifying. It is
Rock bottom. The streak is over. Seth Rollins. He stole one. Rollins with the heist of the century. Brilliant.
Let me tell you something, Cody Rhodes. I'm The Rock, and I'm the final boss. You may be able to beat the Tribal Chief, but you won't beat me, because I'm The Rock. Solo Sequoia? Fuck him. I don't think his last name's Sequoia anyway. Fuck him.
Okay,
chill down my spine.
Hey, the temperature goes down at least 10 degrees anytime The Undertaker enters the ring. I don't remember who said that, but I think CM Punk said that. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
WrestleMania 40, we're a little late to the party. It's almost old news at this point. Who am I kidding? SmackDown hasn't even happened. They're going to be talking about that shit this Friday. So we're actually not too late to the party.
Yeah.
But a lot happened.
We have way better opinions than everybody else, and we sat on our opinions for a few days, and we formulated better opinions. Would you like to know why we have better opinions? Because basically everything we say happens. You know why? Because we're smart. You know who made his return at WrestleMania 40? Jeff Hardy. And he cashed in Money in the Bank on Drew McIntyre and is now the World Heavyweight Champion. Undertaker?
Someone did do that. Well, yeah, Bondage Undertaker did that. That's what Drew called him?
Yeah.
Drew called him that last night.
Dude, fucking Drew. Drew's fucking great, man. Bondage Undertaker.
I love Drew.
I think he only called him that because he couldn't get away with calling him Bisexual Undertaker.
Probably, yeah. I'd never heard Damian was called that until you told me about it. And then I heard Drew say that. I'm like, bro, what?
No, it was like trending on Twitter or something, or X or whatever. That it was like Bisexual Undertaker cash in, and I was like, what?
I mean, it makes sense that Drew said that then, because apparently, like, Drew won the Slammy for, like, you know, the best
social media star of the year.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And apparently Chelsea Green tried to steal it from him.
Yeah, I saw that in a backstage thing, like when I was watching the kickoff show. He's like, tell Chelsea Green if I see it, or or something like that. I was like, what the fuck? Why does Drew McIntyre have beef with Chelsea Green?
That made me want to go watch the Slammies, but I don't even know where they did it at. Like, did they just do it on their YouTube channel? Okay,
I think it was. I remember when the Slammies used to be, dude. Oh, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The Slammies used to be the best, and you know why?
They were like always in December,
and in 2008, 10.
Oh
nope, in 2010, going into 2011. Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker won Best Match of the previous year.
2009. 2009 going into 2010.
Oh, okay, 2009 going into 2010. Okay, all right. Well, my years were close. And Shawn Michaels, right there at that podium, accepted graciously that Slammy and looked dead in the camera and said, "I can beat you." And it set up one of the greatest stories ever told in wrestling. One of the greatest retirements that was never ruined because he never returned, period.
Dude, that's what had me really believing that Cody wasn't going to win the Rumble this year. Because I thought they were going to get to Cody Roman like in a similar way they got to Shawn Taker too. Like it wasn't going to be the easy direct route, but it's Cody Rhodes, so.
Yeah.
Which they brought The Rock
Yeah.
in to like throw a screwdriver into that, throw a wrench into the plan, so it still wasn't quite that, I don't guess, but basically. But I guess we should talk about WrestleMania.
Well, before we talk about WrestleMania, I want to still talk about Shawn versus Taker.
Okay,
if you
the best
haven't
match
seen
of
that
all
video
time.
package, if you have not seen that video package for the lead up to WrestleMania 26, where it's that version of running up that hill, but it's the one by like the like rock band or whatever. You know, Stranger Things made that song popular. That
Yeah.
Who is it? Kate, what's her name?
Bush? Kate
Whoever
Bush?
sings the running up, Kate Bush, yes, running up that hill. You know, her version great. But I knew I heard that from somewhere. And I think I remember sending this to you like a year or so ago when Stranger Things came out. And I was like, yeah, Stranger Things, you know, blah, blah, blah did this, but do you remember this? And I sent you that song that WWE used for the video package for Shawn and Undertaker. And oh my God, that was one of the best video packages. I miss good video packages like that.
Oh, I do too.
God, that was so good. But anyways, let's talk about night one of WrestleMania 40.
Night one, it opened with the match we did not expect to open, but I think it was a good match to open the show. The Man, Becky Lynch versus Mommy Rhea Ripley. Looking at my eyes. Do they look alive? Motionless in white was pretty good.
That was one of the better live performance entrances that they had.
I think it was
because it just fit.
I think it was one of the better entrances of at least night one, maybe all of WrestleMania, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't disagree. I didn't mind Becky's. It was just, you know, reading from her book, which was kind of odd, but I was like, whatever, cool. Becky came out looking like a badass, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the match was pretty good.
No, what I really like, I'm still stuck on the entrances. You know, okay. I think I lied to you. I said that I don't have a lot to say, but I have way more to say than what I thought. No, that when he, like the lead singer and Rhea were like looking at each other and they were singing together and he did her entrance with her, you know, where she does the foot thing.
Yeah.
You know, she throws her foot down or whatever. I was like, damn, this dude is fucking into it, man.
Oh, he was in sync with her,
fuck
too.
Yeah.
His timing was on point.
It was great. And she's like fucking walking down to the ring, singing her song the whole time. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's the kind of energy that I want to see from people.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. But I guess on to the match. What do you have to say about the match?
It was good. It was, let's see, I'm looking at the matches through night one. I think this was the second best match of night one. So, I think they pretty much nailed the opening and closing matches. I don't want to go straight to the end, but honestly, I don't remember a ton of spots. I do remember that Rhea busted out her submission move, the prism trap.
Yeah.
And we rarely see that, I feel, at least on PLEs. I don't know the last time I saw her use that. But Becky walked in to disarm her quite a bit, so I guess it made sense for Rhea just to be like, you know what? I can do submissions too, Becky.
Something I really enjoyed was the way that they made. So I honestly thought that I wanted Rhea to win, but I really thought Becky was going to win. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just something in the air. I was like, is the Vince McMahon era of wrestling really gone? And this match cemented that in my mind that this is now Triple H's regime. Because Becky did not just win for shits and giggles. Rhea retained and looked like a beast.
Yes, I guess WrestleMania 40 really opened with Triple H coming out and being like, welcome everyone to WrestleMania 40. And Michael Cole even said this is basically the Triple H era. That's what he deemed it as. And sure enough, man.
We'll call it the Hunter Hearst era. How do you like that? You like that?
The HHE?
The Helmsley era.
Yeah, the Helmsley era.
Yeah, the HHE. Yeah, the Helmsley era. I know his name's Paul Levesque or whatever, but he will always be Triple H to me. He will never not be Triple H.
Yeah, he'll always be Triple H. Even they announced him as like Paul Triple H Levesque. Yeah, I like that.
By the way, let's back up again. Samantha Irvin, all night one and night two, Perfect. She's the best ring announcer. The best. I'll get more into her later, but don't let me forget about her.
How are you going to forget about her?
But God, I won't. I know I won't. But there's just so many other things. But no, I love the ending to this match. It made Becky look strong, and it made Rhea look strong. So she already hit her with like 2 riptides, and Becky kicked out of both, didn't she?
She hit her with at least 1 riptide. I don't remember the second. I thought the second
then
was
it was
the one in the corner.
Okay, then that's what it was. So she hit her with 1 riptide, and the riptide's like one of those moves that rarely gets kicked out of, right? Yeah. So Becky kicks out, and it's like,
yeah, I mean, Nia didn't kick out of it, so.
Yeah. And like, fucking, I know Rhea's a strong woman, but she barely got Nia up for that fucking riptide. I don't know if you remember that or not, but that was she was on the struggle bus on that one. No, I'm not like making fun of Nia or anything. It's just that move looks hard as fuck to try to pick people up like that, especially when, you know, they're the same height as you, but also like probably like bigger and whatnot than you. It seems like a hard move. Anyways, the way she did it though, riptide into the corner and then another riptide like back to back, then to get the 3, and I was like, damn. Yeah, Becky looks strong as fuck for one, kicking out of the riptide to begin with.
She countered a manhandle slam from the top rope and like brought Becky down and then hit the riptide into the turnbuckle and then picked her up for another one. I'm like, okay, yeah, I thought it was great because it's like similar but different from last year's finish against Charlotte, where she just hit the riptide off the top rope and that's how she beat Charlotte. Instead of just doing another like super riptide, she just did one into the turnbuckle. And that looked awesome. Like, I'm like, okay, that actually worked so well. I wasn't even thinking about anything like that.
There was another match that ended with a turnbuckle style finish as well in night 1. You know what I'm talking about? But we'll get into it, I guess.
I'm assuming you're talking about
the IC title match.
Yeah, the second to last match.
Yeah.
There's a lot of turnbuckles.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say. I was wrong. I'm happy I was wrong. So I'm 0-1 for the night. You are 1-0, correct?
I was so yes, correct. I was so happy when Rhea won. Like, I even rewound it to rewatch the finish. I'm like, Triple H, you are a genius because it made everyone look strong. Like, it took essentially 3 riptides to beat Becky, but Rhea still walked out champ. So, win-win.
Yes,
in my opinion.
And I think it's a testament to show that I still believe Becky is a legitimate threat, and this is the first time I think I ever picked against Rhea since she's been champ.
I've still not.
That's how you know Rhea. It's like, well, I'm saying though, like any other match, I didn't see somebody dethrone her. I'm like, you're gonna make this fucking idiot dethrone her? No, thank you. That's not gonna happen.
I am getting scared for Rhea though, because last night on Raw, she was attacked by Liv Morgan, so they're rekindling that little rivalry. And like when you look at the Raw roster right now, which the draft's coming up, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like we'll talk more about that when we get to Raw. But yeah, I'm assuming Liv's gonna be Rhea's next opponent, which good. I was kind of wanting to Liv over Becky, but it made sense. Becky Rhea was the money match, so
yeah. I guess we won't do like goofy ratings or stuff. We'll rate these like we rate. You want to rate these how we rate other WrestleMania matches? So out of 5?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I don't know if this is how we typically. I don't even remember. Do you remember the formula on how we normally do shit? Because I don't fucking do it. You know what? This is so random. I don't think we do. This is that so random. You can find this show on Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you find your podcast, or listen to it on YouTube at the Red Arrow.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah, all of those things. Go back and listen to episode 2.
Oh my God, where we talk about Jurassic Park?
Yes, we talked about Jurassic Park. Or go listen to our Godzilla X Kong video. I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, that movie is making a lot of money too. It's already made like almost
$1
million.
Good. That means we'll probably get another. Awesome. No, I think this match was a solid like 3.75 out of 5.
I'm giving it a 4.25.
That's fair. I'll only say 3.75 because I like to be different. And I don't remember what the next match on the card was, so it's up to you.
If Rhea didn't win, then I would probably agree with
0.
you. But I think if Rhea didn't win, 0 out of 5. The next match was the 6-pack tag team ladder match, which we expected to be the first match. But Judgment Day versus DIY versus New Day versus Awesome Truth versus the New Catch Republic versus Theory and Waller.
First off, we had 0 idea they were splitting the tag titles.
Yeah, we had 0 idea that they were going to be hung up separately like that, because if we knew that beforehand, we probably would have predicted just 2 winners, because, yeah, we've wanted them to split the tag titles forever now. Everyone has.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we were both right. Well, I'll say we're both, you're 2-0 and I'm 1-1.
We were both right. I picked Awesome Truth, you picked Theory and Waller. We both got the winners.
And I'm sure you would have picked Theory and Waller if you knew they were separating them, and I would have picked Awesome Truth.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Otherwise,
Awesome Truth
I'm pretty sure those were
storyline-wise. Yeah, literally, I said I want Theory and Waller to win, but I think Awesome Truth is going to win because it just makes sense. And Awesome Truth did have the moment at the end, so like if there was one winner, we still don't know. That's the thing. There were 2 winners, so we were both right.
Yeah. No, it was a good chaotic match. Like there was a bunch of spots I can't remember. The only spot that I really remember is the hot tag to Truth, which I loved.
Well, Grayson Waller, right after Waller and Theory got the SmackDown tag titles, New Catch Republic put Waller through a table, or not a table, a ladder.
Yeah, a ladder. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Gargano hit that tornado DDT off the apron to was it Pete Dunne, or it was someone? He hit that tornado DDT type thing through the table. Jade McDonough interfered and he got pushed off the ladder. The ending to this match, I love the ending. Well,
he fell through 2 tables.
Well, he didn't go all the way through the second, but yeah, there was a few wonky table spots in WrestleMania 40, and that was one of them. But that usually
they were more
in,
so
matches.
Yeah, and I seen some like reactions and like some like wrestling groups and stuff where people are like, oh my god, people bitch about AEW botches, but look at these WWE botches. And I think me and you were talking about this. It's like these botches, they were just funny. It's not like they were critical moments or something where it was botched. It was just kind of funny stuff. And it's just like, oh, this is a live event. It's funny that something fucked up. But
was it Finn that got, I don't remember if this is what went into the pin when R-Truth pinned Finn, but was it because DIY went like full DX like this match, which I loved. They had like DX attire. They were just embracing being Regeneration X. And Johnny Gargano tuned up the band and he hit Sweet Chin Music, and then Tommaso hit his finisher, which is pretty similar to Pedigree.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I think it was to Finn Balor, but I don't exactly remember. It might have been to Theory or Waller.
Finn Balor got pinned.
Yeah, by R-Truth. I just said that.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was the pin. So, because I don't think Finn would have been up. Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's what led to R-Truth like pinning, or if R-Truth did something himself that led to him pinning.
No, R-Truth hit the 5 moves of doom and the AA off the ladder.
Oh, he hit the AA, that's right.
Yeah. Which I think we'll just sprinkle in some Raw here and there. But did you see John Cena come down?
Yes.
Yeah. And John Cena, The Miz, and R-Truth lined up for the 15-knuckle shuffle. And they all hit an AA and got a pin. And The Miz did the exact same hot tag to John Cena that he did to R-Truth. And that was so funny, man. I love that so much.
Promo before John Cena came out, R-Truth was like, Finn Balor was asking for a rematch for the titles. And R-Truth was like, look, there's 3 of us. And The Miz is like, you're talking about a real person, right? You're not talking about Lil Jimmy again? He's like, yeah, I'm talking about a real person. It's me, Miz, and the person you can't see, or the guy you can't see, or whatever. And John Cena didn't come out until like towards the end of the match.
The end of the match. It was so funny. I loved how R-Truth is like, I brought the titles back to the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
He says, I know that we're picky about who we let in the group, and The Miz comes out.
As soon as R-Truth comes out, Damian's like, no, we're not doing this again.
Fucking, I love Damian and R-Truth's interaction. I want to see, and this might be a little silly, but I would love to see R-Truth versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title.
That'd be cool. Just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see Truth
Or
get one more world title match.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to make Truth look like insanely strong, but
And
you also
obviously
don't
you
have to
can
make
just
it a
do that on an
squash
episode
match.
of Raw. Like
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a PLE. I'm not saying a PLE or
Yeah.
anything.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
like for the Miz, I think the Miz, you could build a legitimate case for him like going against Priest. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
that one could be a PLE match. You know, he comes out to defend Truth. You know,
I'd agree.
And
I agree. I mean, we're
I don't
probably
think
getting.
it's.
We'll get more into it on Raw, but we're getting Damian versus Jey, and I'd assume that's probably going to be Backlash.
Oh, probably.
But yeah,
Yeah.
give Miz a world title shot. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not saying Miz has to win, but I feel like that's a legitimate contender for Damian's title.
I want Damian to hold it for a minute, like
Couple
because
months.
the more stuff that's been happening with Punk and Drew, I feel like that's going to end up being non-title. Maybe I don't know though.
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
don't really need a title on that feud.
Not at all, but I mean, Drew's. I don't know, man. It's just we'll get more into it when we get to night 2 and everything. We're skipping ahead a little bit, but yeah, Judgment Day lost their tag titles here, which set up the possibilities we got for what happens later on at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I give this match a solid 3.5.
I'd agree, 3.5. That sounds good. It's a car crash in the best possible way.
Yeah, it's not like it was bad or anything. It's just it just kind of like I don't know. It's not like It's not like a Edge and Christian Hardys versus Dudley Boys kind of match. You know, I think the last year's tag team matches, were a little bit better at WrestleMania. You remember those from last year, like the women's and
I don't.
the men's one?
I haven't
they
seen
were
that in
good.
a year though.
Yeah, they were really good. But yeah, no, this match was good. It was a good second match. Nothing to complain about. Moving on to match 3, which was
Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Dominik Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
I had no care about this match at all, other than the Kelsey and Lane Johnson showed up, which that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of bad that our favorite parts is the Eagles players showing up.
Yeah, I mean that was cool.
I mean, not a lot happened in this match. Like, I can just go watch Rey and Dominik from last year and get the same thing this match was showing me, essentially. Like, Andrade and Santos were just kind of there. Andrade did do some cool stuff, I will say.
Santos did some cool shit too. Like Santos did a thing where he jumped like off of the bottom rope and like did like a curb stomp type thing to Rey, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm not taking anything away from Santos or Andrade or Rey or Dominik, but I mean there was just really nothing there. This was easily a SmackDown match, you know, or a Raw match that could have happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's Rey Mysterio, so they just gave him a WrestleMania spot.
Yeah, and Dominik's really popular. Santos and Andrade, you know, they need some, I guess, build around them or whatever.
Yeah, so they literally just opened night 1 with the Judgment Day matches. Literally all the Judgment Day, their 3 matches were first.
Yeah, but can't complain about it. It wasn't bad. It was a good bathroom kind of break match. I feel bad for saying that, but I mean, the show was 5 hours. So if you watch the kickoff.
Yeah, it was fine. Nothing I needed on a Mania card, though.
I give it a 3. Easy.
Yeah,
3.
I'll agree.
Yeah. Moving on to match 4, which was
probably the most disappointing of the night. Jimmy versus Jey.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this match already.
I literally forgot about it too. I only remember it because when we were talking about it the other day, when we were watching night 2, and like I told you my ranking of the night 1 matches once I finished night 1, and I literally forgot to include this match.
Yeah, and I was like, what you think of Jimmy versus Jey? And you're like, wait, did I not put that in my ranking? And I was like, no.
I think it was forgettable. That's what I think.
It just wasn't bad or anything. It's just I don't know.
You expect more because it's like brothers. You expect their chemistry to be like through the roof and stuff, but I guess that's not always the case.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like the Jeff Matt rivalry, their match like at Mania 25 is more memorable to me. I haven't seen the Brett Owen match, so I can't speak to that. But the other brother match I've seen in my lifetime And I don't know if it's just because I was younger. I'm 15 years older now, obviously. I don't know if that plays any part of it. I don't think it would, because I liked literally every other match on this card. I didn't hate this match. Like I just said, I was just expecting so much more.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This could have been like one of those matches that benefited from like, bloodline rules or something like that. A no disqualification kind of match or something.
Yeah, why would they
You
not make
know?
it like a street fight?
Yeah.
City of brotherly love.
Yeah. I think that would have benefited this match. And no, I'm not trying to discount the Usos or anything, but people say like they're the greatest tag team of all time. Whatever. If you want to make that argument, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. They had long title reigns. They've had a lot of title reigns. But Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, as independent wrestlers, are 10 times the performers that Jimmy and Jey are. Jeff and Matt Hardy has been able to make so many things get over that should not have gotten over. The version 1 Matt Hardy, the big money Matt Hardy, the broken Matt Hardy, all of that stuff got over and it shouldn't have. Jeff Hardy being the charismatic enigma, just the person that everybody loves. Jeff Hardy doesn't really even have a character. It's just his moveset.
Bro, he was just insane.
Yeah, it was just he did everything. And he wasn't like the worst on the mic or whatever. He was just an easily likable person. And I think what really showed Jeff Hardy was when they dove into like the personal issues he had. And he's like, yeah, I'm a screw up. He says, I've messed up. Bro, but his WWE title reign, he says, this is for me and this is for everybody like me. All the screw ups, all the mess ups, all the people who've been told, they ain't shit and they'll never be shit, whatever. He's like, this is for us. And that just made him likable. Whereas Jey, his whole gimmick is yeet. And Jimmy, his whole gimmick is, oh, I'm a pussy and I'm going to hide behind Roman.
I don't even think the characters are the problems. I think it's just, like, in the ring, their movesets are so limited. Like, they do super kicks and spears and splashes, and that's about it.
I feel like I said that a while back. Like, I like the Usos, but I feel like their matches heavily rely on...
Like, I fucking hate Jey. I hate Jey doing the spear. Like, why are you doing Roman's move? Everyone already does the spear. Do something else. You already do a super kick. You're doing the most basic fucking moves.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me feel like I could go be a wrestler. Just do, like, 4 fucking moves. And have, like, take acting classes. Have some decent promo work. And just work out in the gym constantly. Like, I'm not trying to discredit them. I'm just like, expand your moveset, man.
Yeah, I don't know. This match was... It sucked because I was really looking forward to it,
Same,
and maybe it's our fault for putting a little too much into it. But I mean, fuck, they built to it for so long. Like we knew this was going to be a match. We knew this was going to be a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it had to be a WrestleMania match. It's brother versus brother. These guys, like, they've been together their whole life. They literally have the same career together.
They've literally talked about before that they wanted to have a WrestleMania match against each other.
The video package before this match was so much better than the match itself.
I know.
That video package got me so hyped. Like, it opened with, I am my brother's keeper. And then, like, it just like, led to the divide. And it ended with them saying, I am not my brother's keeper. Like, and then the match happened. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, we shit on it enough, but... I mean, at the end of the day, I give it an easy 3. Same as it was as good as the Rey Mysterio Dominik kind of Santos Escobar match. Like, I'm not saying it was any better. I'm not saying it was any worse. It was at the same quality. I think the end was kind of the most disappointing part.
I guess, I don't know. I'm going to give it a 2.75 just because it was easily the most disappointing match to me, at least.
You know what? I will back up and I'll agree with you. I'll say 2.75 because that's something that should have been a lot better. Like maybe that's on us. Maybe we overhyped it, but whatever. It's done. It's over. The ending wasn't the worst, but I mean, I think we were both in agreement that Jimmy should have probably won.
Yeah, like when he was pleading and begging, like
yeah.
I think it would have been like a more surprising and kind of the better option just to have Jimmy still the win in that moment because you would be like, oh. And also, before this, the Hill brothers had won. Matt won and Owen won, so.
Yes.
Continue the trend, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Hell.
They've literally done this every 15 years. There's no fucking way. Owen and Brett was WrestleMania 10. Jeff Matt was 25, and this was 40. What?
Yeah.
That's
Did you not
crazy.
hear Michael Cole said that on commentary?
Oh, no, I didn't catch that. I watched this match at work, so there's probably a couple things I didn't catch.
Okay. Just a quick sidebar. Samantha Irvin. I'm gonna brag on her so much because I've talked about her to death about how great I think she is. So it's been said that she doesn't want to know the match. She doesn't want to know who wins the matches beforehand because she wants everybody to hear the pure excitement and joy in her voice when she announces the winners and whatnot. And it's very apparent going into night 2. So she's right along for the ride with us, which I love. But going into it was the final match of the night, wasn't it? Oh no, the second to last match of the night.
Third to last match.
Third to last match.
Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Damage Control.
Shit, I forgot about this match already.
How can you forget about Dakota Kai, man? Oh man,
she did look good.
He looked so good. I was not expecting that. I'm like, ooh. But everyone looked good. Let's be real. All these women look great. They're really pushing Jade.
Yeah, I was wrong about her turning on anybody. So I was like, okay, whatever. I thought she would have turned, but that would have been a great time for her to do it.
I'm almost thinking that they might draft her to Raw and she might be the one to dethrone Rhea.
Ugh, don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want that to happen. It seems like obviously they're gonna push her, but like, I think that would be stupid.
Yeah, it's like I think we put a Rhea bias aside here. If we look at it, I think we do a pretty good job looking at things kind of objectively. If you look at it, yes, they're paying her a lot of money and stuff, but like you look at Rhea and you look at Bayley, let's say, your 2 women's champions. Putting her against Rhea would be a great idea. But you put her against Bayley.
It'd be better if they did put her against Rhea and Rhea was the first one to beat her.
No, you can't do that because that'll hurt her momentum. This is my
Will idea, it? If this is like 3 months from now, will it?
I think it will. Because sometimes, like when the Great Khali lost the first time,
bro, the Great Khali should have never been a world champion. The Great Khali was not good in the ring.
I know.
The Great Khali should have never been in the main event scene to begin with.
That's fair, but that's my point. Is when these people lose their losing streaks, they lose momentum. So my point is.
That's if they don't have a character. That's if the streak is their character. It's like, I don't know.
I know. But the thing is like, this is just hear me out, okay? Instead of Muscle Mommy versus Muscle Mommy, Jade versus Rhea, you do crafty veteran Bayley versus Jade. You have Jade physically dominate her, but Bayley's the veteran. Bayley's been doing this longer. Bayley's better. Bayley gets a roll-up pin and wins. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Then you can have like a rivalry between them.
That's how you could turn Jade Hill. She snaps after that or something.
Yes. Okay. This is how you do it. All right. Yeah. Come on now. I'm a booker, man. I'm a fucking booker. Tire me, WWE. But you have her go against somebody like Bayley, like a lovable babyface. And then you can move her into a main event scene against like somebody like Rhea, where you have this now more experience.
Whoa. Bayley is in the main event scene. Come on now.
I'm saying you can move her to a different show in the main event scene, is what I mean. I'm saying this is like a year from now or something. Like you move her from like SmackDown to Raw or something like that, Yeah,
I don't know.
That's all I'm talking about. But then you can do like, okay, now it's Rhea versus her. And depending on whether like Rhea is and Jade is, then you can do it that way. But I don't think just throwing her right against Rhea and being like strong woman versus strong woman. I think you need like crafty veteran versus young and upcomer, which Jade technically is. Because Bayley's like,
it depends on what story you want to tell and all that.
I think my story's the best because I think I need to finish my story. And that's my story.
I don't remember much about this match other than I know Bianca was like literally just obliterating all of them. at one time, and then Jade kind of did it, and then Jade hit her finisher on Dakota and got the win.
Yeah, she did that like thing where she like licked her
That's just
hand
the
or
way she
whatever.
pinned. That's just her pin. That's like her signature, I guess, winning pose, because she did that to Chelsea the next night on Raw.
Oh, okay. That was cool. I guess this match is solid 3, even though I don't remember anything about it. But I'm going to put it above the Jimmy and Jey match.
I mean, I remember probably as much about this as I do the Jimmy and Jey match. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 3 point. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give it the same as the Rey Dominik tag match.
Okay, the IC title match.
Okay, this. So I literally texted you as soon as I saw Sami's kid. I'm like, yeah, Sami's winning.
Yeah, and you watched this later than I did. I had already seen the match, and I'm like, so I was laying on my couch. I did not watch this live. I watched this the day before night 2. But I was laying on my couch, and I fell asleep as this match began. Not because it was boring, just because I was tired. Fell asleep as this match began. Woke up to Sami Zayn's music playing, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? I was like, what the fuck? So I had to back it up and watch the whole match. But yeah, you texted me and was like, they showed Sami's kid. He's not losing. And I was like, damn. How do you fucking... God damn it.
No, see, like, that was the whole... And Corey even brought it up on commentary. If he lost in front of his family against Roman, they're not going to have him lose in front of his family against Gunther. He's not going to lose twice against his family. Or twice in front of his family. And literally, Gunther was just shit-talking his wife half the match. I'm like, yeah, bro's losing. Bro, Gunther hit a haluva kick on Sami, though. That was crazy.
I did love his haluva kick on Sami.
Oh,
that was pretty fucking good.
Dude, the haluva kick Sami hit on Gunther, Gunther hit him in one corner or whatever, and then, he was running back to the other corner, and Sami just followed him and kicked. I was like, oh shit!
Dude, this was a great wrestling match. This was a good wrestling match. I enjoyed it from start to finish.
They did make Sami kind of almost Hulk Hogan at the end, because he was
yeah, he hulked up. He hulked up pretty good.
Gunther was literally he killed him. He hit him with multiple power bombs.
He hit him with all 4 finishers basically that Gunther has.
Yeah, he hit him with multiple power bombs. Probably
Gunther
6.
brought out the fucking splash on that son of a bitch.
Dude, he hit him with more than one splash too, didn't he? Didn't he go back up and hit him again?
2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. What?
I'm pretty sure. But the way Sami won was great. And this is what we were talking about earlier. He did the brainbuster on, isn't that what it's called? Anyways, whatever it is. He dropped him on the corner. And I've seen a lot of people calling it a botch. It wasn't a botch. Apparently, Sami used to do that a lot in ROH. So, whatever. It's probably one of those moves they don't allow him to use in WWE very often, because it's one of those kind of high-risk moves. But I'm sure, they got it okayed and whatever. They're like, all right, this is a good way for you to dethrone Gunther.
Yeah,
so,
you had to pull this out to beat him.
Yeah, you had to. It's like a coup de grace from the top of a ladder or something like that. It's not something you really want to take, but, it's the only way it's going to happen. But just personally, I would never want to take a coup de grace, period. That looks like that fucking hurts. So, yeah, and then he hits him with was it a Blue Thunder Bomb or a haluva kick after he hit the brain buster?
I want to say he hit him with 2 haluva kicks, didn't he? Didn't he hit him with a haluva kick and then back up again and hit him with another one or some shit?
That is right. That is what happened. But he got the win, and I was like, God damn, he fucking did it, dude. We talked about this, you didn't really like it at first, but did I kind of convince you that it was kind of the
You didn't have to convince. I said I didn't love it, but I get the decision. I understand why Triple H made that choice, because there's not a lot of people that can dethrone Gunther at this point. Sami is a pretty good choice for that, especially of the selection you have over on Raw. Part of me just see. This is also why I'm okay with it, is the Chad Gable thing, because I want to see Chad Gable with that freaking title, and I would have loved for him to be the one to beat Gunther, but I kind of hope him and Sami trade the title a few times. Chad turns heel and he wins
Sami
the title.
turns heel.
Yeah, one or the other. I feel like Chad's more likely. I feel like it would probably make more sense too. But Or maybe like they have a face versus face match for the title or something, and like Sami, whoever loses that match is the one that snaps and turns heel. Like if Chad beats him clean, wins the title, Sami turns heel. If Sami retains, beats him clean, Chad turns heel. He just snaps. Something like that. I want to see Chad Gable become the Intercontinental Champion, though. I think he's the perfect guy for that title. And you can just I don't know. Like I'd like Sami to have a decent reign with it. But obviously, no one can have as long of a reign as Gunther did because that title is just gonna not get as much attention as it should from the talent they have. I'd like Chad to be the one to beat Sami for it, though.
So I'm all about this new era of length of reigns over amount of reigns, but I think there's a benefit in trading titles. I think there's also a benefit in a guy holding a title for a month and then switching, and then them dropping it back to another guy, and then them dropping it back to the other guy, and then that guy holding the title for like 3 months. Yeah. And then him dropping it to a new guy, and then that guy's out of the picture again. Move him up to the upper mid card or whatever. I think there's a benefit to that. I don't like that with like the WWE or the World Championship. I don't want to see that a whole lot. Maybe swap between like a Randy Orton John Cena situation. Just don't do that for too long. Swapping titles from PLE to PLE. I don't mind that with the world title, but it can't be multiple people doing that, Just has to be 2 guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them doing that shit with the world titles, but with the mid-card titles, I don't mind it as much. I like it kind of because it's the mid-card titles are your working man titles. They call the World Heavyweight Championship, the workman's whatever, the workhorse title or whatever. That's not what that title should be to begin with. That's what the mid-card title is for. Stop trying to turn the world title into the mid-card title because fucking Roman Reigns had a chokehold on the 31 title defenses in like 4 years. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
I think it's that narrative's about to change because, guess what? Cody Rhodes actually shows up every week.
Yeah. Now it'll just be how often does he defend the title? That'll be the next question.
I think he'll probably defend it almost every PLE, if not every PLE.
I don't want now with me saying that, I also don't want him defending it every PLE.
Why not? Every PLE that he appears on?
Okay. Yes. I thought you meant like he's fucking defending on Backlash. He's defending on Extreme Rules. It's like every fucking month he's defending the title. And it's like, no. We don't need that. What we need is everyone shows up to.
Definitely like Survivor Series. Survivor Series is basically given that it's not going to be defended because they're going to have their War Games and the world champion's probably going to be a part of that.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. That would be a cool one. The World Heavyweight Champion team versus the WWE title team. I like that. That'd be pretty cool. Watch that shit happen now. Fucking WWE. Triple H listens to us. I know he does. I know that son of a bitch. Listen here, Paul Levesque, you son of a bitch. You're always Triple H to me. And you listen to us. I know you do. You steal our ideas, you son of a bitch.
He listens to all the fans. It's pretty... Like, are we gonna have...
He only listens to us.
Oh yeah, he only listens to us because he knows all the fans listen to this show.
Yes,
all the true fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So more people need to start listening to this show.
Yeah, you stupid fucking assholes.
You're not a true wrestling fan until you listen to That So Random.
Yeah, where we talk about football for half the year.
Yeah, we talk about movies a lot of times. But guess what? We still talk about all the wrestling PLEs, all the WWE ones.
Yeah. Except for that Night of Champions one that I didn't watch.
Well, that's before we even came back with the show. We came back after Money in the Bank.
Oh, well, okay. I forgot. I don't remember, man.
Your timeline's getting fucked, bro.
Fuck, my timeline is fucked.
Okay,
no, but back to the WrestleMania though.
Gunther, Sami. Do you have any more to say?
No, not really. I think it was a solid 3. I'll give this one a 4.
I'll agree with you. Although I said I didn't completely understand the decision, I understand where it's coming from, and I mean, Sami's awesome. I like Sami.
It was a good match too.
Yeah, they're both great in the ring.
Now, hold up. I think Sami does deserve this after that loss to Johnny Knoxville a couple WrestleManias ago. Well, I guess he got made up for it by winning the tag titles last year. Sami is on a run of good luck in fucking WrestleMania.
I mean, what I was saying was when we predicted this match, I was like, Sami doesn't need it, one, and I think Sami should be in the world title picture. But Gunther, literally the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever, so beating him for that title and ending that reign, which happened to be 666 days, by the way. Sami did deserve that,
Yeah. I got something in my eye. Sorry. This affects my ability to talk.
Okay. Yeah, that was the Intercontinental title match. But moving on to the main event of night one.
Let me do this, okay? I'm gonna channel my inner Samantha Urban, best ring announcer I think I've ever heard in my entire life. Who should I announce first?
Let's see, Cody came out first, right? It was Cody, Seth, then Rock, then Roman.
Okay, yeah, all right. In this corner, we have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and his tag team partner, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, versus the team, the bloodline of Dwayne the Big Cock Johnson and the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Cockin' James. Wait, his name's Reigns, not James. Oh well.
Wait,
good enough.
Dwayne Rockhard Johnson? Is that what you just
Dwayne
said?
the Cock Johnson. Dwayne the Cock Johnson. And Roman Cockin' James, but I don't know why I called him James. It's Reigns, but whatever. I was trying to make a joke, but I fucked my own joke up. Thanks a lot.
Oh, okay. Did not.
This is your fault.
I did not. You did not pass that by me at all.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, The Rock was flexing. He was flexing his authority. He was abusing his power in this match. He was making this match bloodline rules, man. This match was supposed to be a regular tag team match, but no.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I love The Rock being like, if you count, you're fired. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, it makes what happens in night 2 so much better. Like who comes out. Oh, yes. It makes it make so much more sense too.
Yes. The ghost of Christmas past.
Basically, essentially. but yeah. Or well, Christmas future, I guess. It's essentially what he is because that future is the creepy one.
Oh, okay. well, that makes sense because he's protecting the future.
Exactly. He's pushing the future forward.
So let's just start off this match. I think we had high expectations for this match. I think we'll both say fully delivered.
Bro, I'm just gonna say I had concerns about just The Rock competing again because I'm pretty sure I told you, basically when The Rock came back and it was announced him versus Roman before the whole Cody thing even happened. I'm like, how's The Rock even going to be in the ring? It's been 11 years since he's been in a match. That is longer, between Cena Rock 2 to now is longer than from when he actually retired to Cena Rock 1, which is insane to me. But he looked pretty freaking good, which it probably helped that it was a tag team match, but still.
And the best part about it is it kind of turned into a tornado tag team match where there was a lot of which, to be fair, we focused on The Rock, but there wasn't a lot of technical. This was not a technical kind of match. This was not a Sami Gunther match.
No, this was
a Roman Reigns match.
Some parts of this was like Gunther Sami because there were parts of Gunther Sami where Gunther was just beating the shit out of Sami and that's all the match was. Well, some of this match was just Rock and Roman beating the shit out of Seth and Cody.
Yeah, but the thing is I don't think we expected a technically sound match, but I think I had the same concerns you had. Can The Rock keep up with Roman? Roman and Cody and Seth? Well, he did perfect. I don't think we could have asked any more of him. An almost 50-year-old man to go out there after 11 years of not being in the ring. And what I did love was Michael Cole said the last time he had a match is he beat the Wyatt family in 6 seconds, and Pat McAfee said, "And you're discrediting him for that? He beat them in 6 seconds." And I'm like, thank you, Pat. That builds The Rock up so much more.
As the final boss.
Yes, it just shows. Now, what Michael Cole did is he's being realistic. Can he keep up? But what Pat McAfee was basically saying is he's the fucking Rock. He doesn't need to keep up. He can beat a guy. It takes 3 seconds to win. He beat a guy in 6. That's what Pat McAfee was saying. And it's like, thank you, Pat. Thank you. Thank you for being an amazing commentator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to watch.
Also,
Pat has done apparently he's done a lot with WWE superstars lately. Like he had John Cena on the show and stuff like that. I need to check all that out still.
He had Roman and Rock, and he kept doing the Superman punch thing. How Roman cocks his arm.
Yeah.
And he kept moving his wrist up and down his hand up and down his forearm and stuff. And Roman's like, I don't think we need to be in the same shot together anymore. He's like going to get up because it looks like he's doing a sexual act on his arm.
Bro, did you see the reporter, the lady that Roman kicked out of the press conference?
Did I send that to you?
No, did you?
I don't know. I may have. I've seen that like 5 times. I thought I sent it to you.
You might have. I don't remember.
I don't even.
You might have. I don't.
But yes,
remember.
I did see that.
But I was like, oh, wow.
Cody was on the Pat McAfee show today and said, these are his exact words, "I brought a title back from the past before, and there's a certain title that people from my generation grew up seeing that I have no authority to bring back, but it would be really cool if we did." And the crowd behind him started chanting, "Winged Eagle, Winged Eagle, Winged Eagle." And Cody just kind of gives a smirk and just kind of looks. And
see,
so
that's just a little before our era, but obviously we know that title. I would love to see that title again. Bro, yeah, dude. Bret Hart held that title. The Undertaker
Shawn
held that
Michaels
title.
held that title.
Shawn Michaels.
Stone Cold held that title.
That was the first WWE Championship. Stone Cold won, yeah.
Yeah.
Iconic, man. Or wait, no, Stone Cold didn't hold that title, did he?
Yes, he did.
The Winged Eagle, I could have swore he held the title right after that.
He did, but he did hold the Winged Eagle, I promise.
Was he the last one to hold the Winged Eagle? Because I thought the Winged Eagle, I don't remember. He would have been one of the last, because he won it in 98.
He was the last, I'm pretty sure.
That would make sense, I guess. Because I can't see Shawn with any WWE title that wasn't the Winged Eagle title. Yeah.
Ooh, you can buy it.
Dude, you can't tease that and not bring it back. I'm sure Triple H knows that too, right? I wonder if Cody Rhodes passed that bombshell. That would be fun. I mean, not that he has to, but yeah.
What Triple H said about on the Logan Paul podcast thing was stuff is not getting not ran by WWE. Everything they do is strategic.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm sure they did that to test the waters.
Yeah, we want it.
I'm sure they already have a concept.
I'm so sick of this freaking just like literally every title shaped the same. Slap the WWE logo on it. Bring back something with a uniqueness to it, please. Yes. Like for all the shit people will give the spinner title, at least it was unique. You know what I'm saying?
No joke.
Come on, man. Like, why do you? Oh, man, that's what I really hated about like the tail end of the Vince era, and I'm hoping it's about to change.
Stone Cold was the last person. Okay, there was a short-lived version of the Big Eagle belt that was given to Stone Cold the night after WrestleMania 14.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
I never knew that. Because I could have swore it's probably just from like all the video games I played growing up, all the WWE ones. I could have always swore it said the Winged Eagle like ended in 97.
Nope, 98. Last year was around.
That makes sense.
But yeah. No, but back to the match. The Rock flexing his authority, great. Everything about that match was fucking great.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
This match in a lot of ways did add to Cody Roman the next night.
It did. And we were right. We forgot to keep score. whatever. We'll just say that I was 99-0 and you went 0-1,000.
Well,
Sounds good to me.
We can let's see, 1-1, 2-0. We both missed the okay. First of all, the tag match with Rey and Andrade. We thought it was Rey and Dragon Lee when we did our predictions.
Yeah, when the fuck did that shit change? Like, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, we got that one wrong. You got Jimmy Jey wrong. I got it right. You got Gunther Sami. I didn't. So just keep talking. I'm doing math.
Okay. Anyways, so it was like, I don't know. There was just so much that built to this that ended up building into the next night. The fact that Seth Rollins was like, they said was like a broken man. He was beat down and broken. He got speared through the announce table or through the barricade, which was pretty cool. The Rock got rock bottomed onto the announce table, which pretty cool. It's just this match that devolved into absolute chaos, which I loved.
Yeah,
but it just ended up adding so much to the next night. And what we said happened, and I loved it. Roman basically lays out Cody, and The Rock is standing on the apron and just extends the hand, and Roman just walks over. Makes the tag.
The reason Roman laid out Cody was Rock hit Cody with that fucking belt.
Yes, slapped him with the belt.
So the reason Roman laid out Cody in the first place was, in turn, due to The Rock. So, like, in a lot of ways, Rock did beat Cody. He pinned him. He's the reason Roman got the advantage over him.
Something we need to mention, Rock, they almost lost, right? Because Roman hit Rock with the spear.
Yes, Seth jumping in and saving Cody. Dude, such phenomenal timing.
Dude, that was so fucking good.
Seth made it look so seamless. Like, that's how you know Seth, Roman, Cody, of course, Rock. These guys are pros. Like, their timing, seamless. I had to rewind that because it looked so clean.
It was very clean. And Roman, full steam ahead. I love the full commitment. I used to get a little annoyed when you would see them kind of like, you could tell they would slow up or whatever. Roman was hitting whoever the fuck was in his way.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
I love that.
I love that too. I'm like, he didn't stop. Like, it's believable that Seth had to be quick for that. Like, dude, there were so many ways that could have gone wrong and looked like wonky, but it looked so good.
Yeah.
And that's what got me scared of, like, oh no, is Rock going to cost Roman?
Yeah.
Because Roman freaking speared him. Oh, Triple H knows all these things though, dude. He plants seeds in your brain in the middle of freaking matches.
Good on the Helmsley era, keeping us on our toes.
And you know
what I love though is the fact that we can predict this shit, but we can also predict something that makes so much sense. And then Triple H is like, actually, I'm doing it this way. And then we're like, oh my God, that's just as good as what I fucking thought.
It's just as much sense. Holy crap. Yeah,
and it's not like something we didn't think of. It's just like, we don't necessarily know how you get to that point sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's the power of like Triple H. He was in this. He did this for so long. He's a great storyteller, and he listens to characters or to the talent. And they're like,
he was the talent. So yeah, he gets
it. He listens to the talent. He's like, everybody throw out your ideas and we'll throw them all at the wall and we see what we like, what will work and what won't work. He's just like, it's just so good. Triple H got his flowers. He deserves them. He deserves them.
In a lot of ways, he saved professional wrestling, especially the storytelling aspect of it.
Yes. It's so fucking good. We can go back to SummerSlam, which we talked about this the other day, going back to SummerSlam and like showing all of the little points where Triple H just kind of started taking over creative little by little and then getting us to this point at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of stuff that Triple H had to tie up because of it's the end of the Vince era. That's kind of what the last WrestleMania was. That's what I'm going to start looking at it as. WrestleMania 39 was the end of the Vince era, the end of the Roman Reigns supreme over wrestling, where it's your big, not to discredit Cody or anything, but it's your big macho guy who has been pushed down your throat whether you like it or not. versus now it's like people want Cody to be champion. People wanted him to finish the story. And now it's going to be, it feels like anyways, it's who the people want to be in that position, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Which, I mean, that's how it should be. The people are why you're there in the first place.
Right. And it's like, during the Attitude Era, it was okay that Triple H was a bitch little heel who won the WWF title because it made it that much more satisfying when somebody like The Rock or Stone Cold or Mankind took that title away from him, or when The Rock lost that title, or when Stone Cold turned heel on everybody and he loses the title or whatever happens, it's kind of that kind of era where, we're not just going to have one guy at the top. It's not your John Cena's and your whatever. It's going to be, I feel like there's going to be
such a breath of
guys.
fresh air, man. It's going to be such a breath of fresh air. Like, Cody's going to be the face of the company, but yeah, I'm sure he's not going to hold the title hostage like Roman did. I'm sure he'll have a lengthy run with it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he deserved a pretty good run with it. This is his first title reign. Crazy.
Yeah, and I'm sure when Cody loses the title, he might be out of the title picture for 2 or 3 months, maybe. Let some new guys step up. If one of them takes the crowd by storm, maybe Cody's out of the title picture a little longer. After Cody Rhodes has won his first title, he doesn't necessarily have to be back in the title picture every week. We don't have to see Cody Rhodes with the WWE title like for 9 months out of the year. If we see him for a little while and then he's out, then he's back in, then he's out, then he's back in, that's fine. He can easily be a Randy Orton type of guy.
Oh yeah. He's always gonna be at the top. He's not gonna always need the title though, and the title's not always gonna need him.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to say about this match, mainly because we just rambled on about how great the Helmsley era is.
It's great, man. I mean, night 1 showcased that, and we're about to get into night 2, which I think showcased it tenfold. Like, I
give this match a 4.
Dude, a 4? Okay, you think? I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was great. I think it did exactly what I needed to, and I think night 1 walked so night 2 could run.
I seen a lot of people shitting on night 1, and I was like, night 1 wasn't that bad, guys. Y'all need to calm the fuck down.
It wasn't that bad. Dude, I like Becky, Rhea. I thought the 6-pack ladder match was fun. The 6-woman tag was fun enough. Gunther versus Sami was pretty great, and the main event was awesome. I think there were 2 matches that were pretty lackluster. Or 3 matches that were, yeah. But,
in 26 years, when we come back and we review WrestleMania 40, we'll regrade it. But as night 1, what would you give night 1 out of 10? Because that's how we do WrestleMania 1, or that's how we graded it. Out of 10, what would you give the show?
Just night 1.
Just night 1.
I'd say a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, I was gonna say 8, but I wanted to say 7.5, but I thought you would I didn't really want to
I was between 7 and 8, so I was like, I'll just go in the middle.
That's good. I'll do the exact same with you, 7.5. I'm not saying it was the best show by any means, but it was great. If that was our main event, if that was our WrestleMania, and that was it, that would have been good. That was a good WrestleMania,
Yeah.
That's 10 times better than fucking WrestleMania 1 was. I mean, come on.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it was far more entertaining.
Yeah. CM Punk did make a comment on night 2. He said, what did he say? Liberace would be rolling in his grave right now because Seth Rollins was coming out singing. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, so Drew and Seth both had had special entrances. I liked Drew's more.
I like Seth's because I like this weird version of Seth. This is gonna sound odd.
I like Seth's, but I just think Drew's fit his character pretty perfectly.
I think Seth fit his character pretty perfectly too.
Okay, fair.
It's just gonna sound weird.
I guess Seth is over the top. I was gonna say, it's just a little too over the top for me, but I guess Seth Rollins as a character is over the top. So yeah, makes sense.
Seth Rollins kind of reminds me of Jeff Hardy, kind of, just because he's so weird. Jeff would come out.
He kind of reminds me to Shawn Michaels, because Shawn Michaels, later career of Shawn Michaels? Like Shawn Michaels in DX, like how he just say off the wall shit sometimes.
Yeah. The super kick. He's like, we're not edgy anymore. He's like, what's your name? Dave. I just super kicked Dave. And Triple H is like, I don't know if that's edgy, but it sure as hell is funny.
My God, dude. They were so great together.
Oh, they were so fucking funny. Oh, if the whole end of their career was just them as a comedy gimmick, that would have been perfect. But I obviously like the way their careers ended.
Yes.
Too bad they, never reunited against the Brothers of
No,
Destruction.
shut up. Don't bring that up ever again. That match never happened. Shawn Michaels retired in 2010.
What match?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins? That match? This match?
I want to say War and Treaty did the God Bless America. War and Treaty is amazing. I know you didn't know who they were, but they were featured on a Zach Bryan song. Mm-hmm. It's called, oh, wow, I can't believe I just blanked on that. Pretty sure it's Holy Roller. No, it's not Holy Roller. I'm such an idiot. I hate myself right now. You don't even understand how much I hate myself because this is one of my favorite songs. Okay. Hey Driver. My bad. Hey Driver. Yes. They're featured on that song. They're great. I'm pretty sure it's a husband and wife, but their God Bless America rendition, great.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so we open up the World Heavyweight title match with a Claymore.
Bro, I could not believe that shit. I thought Drew was gonna win out the gate. I was like, no way. And then Seth kicked out. I was like, okay.
Yeah. If he won off that, though, that would have been fucking awesome. Like, god damn. And he could have just held the whole, you focused way too much on Roman Reigns' bullshit, over his head or whatever. But no, that was a good fucking opener, dude. They hit on both openers.
They hit on both openers and both closers. Like, hit the home run, hit it out the park. They got the opening and closing matches of both nights right, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at them right now, they might be my 4 favorite matches of Mania, to be honest. I would say this one's pretty close to Gunther Sami. I like it for different reasons. And I like the result more, obviously. But
this. So I don't. This is more of a match that I feel like it just benefits you to go watch. Like, I know that's probably not what people want to hear. They maybe want to hear like opinions on spots and stuff.
I was literally texting you like during this match because it was just mostly a lot of big moves. It kind of did get a little more standard wrestling match in the middle, but a lot of the beginning and a lot of the end is kind of just big move. And I was like, is this like the Brock Lesnar match of the show where it's just a spot fest? And essentially it is. And I think it makes so much sense for it to be this match, though, because Seth Rollins literally was just in the main event of night 1. And
there was a couple of good times where you thought, holy shit, Seth Rollins might retain.
Yeah, no, I was getting scared. I was like, no way, bro. No way.
He hit a pedigree out of nowhere, didn't he? Or was it a curb stomp? Or he went for a curb stomp, I think, and missed.
I don't know. There was a moment where, like, Drew threw Seth back into the ring, and as Drew was rolling in the ring, Seth just got up and hit a curb stomp on him. I'm like, holy crap, what the hell is going on?
Oh, yeah, that was fucking good. But that's what I'm talking about. This benefits you more to go watch it because it was kind of a spot fest.
Yeah, and CM Punk's just like, man, both these guys are showing out for me tonight because it's just a spot fest.
Yeah, also, I like how CM Punk said something.
I was just going to say, it's a spot fest in, like, the best possible way, though. It's not like a spot fest in an annoying way or anything.
Yeah, it's not like a super kick party or whatever the fuck the Young Bucks do or whatever, where it's just fucking super kick, moonsault. Yeah,
man, it almost sounds like you're talking about the Usos. Super kick, splash.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie. I think I'd rather watch an Usos match than a Young Bucks match.
What about the Usos versus the Young Bucks? Total of 6 moves.
I wouldn't watch. I just wouldn't watch. It's that simple. I just wouldn't watch it.
Oh, sorry, we don't.
You got me? But fuck you. I'll just go watch YouTube. You think I give a fuck? Oh,
yeah. Okay. Should we just talk about the end of this match and what occurred after? Because there's more to this match than this match. There's so much more to this match.
So Drew hits hits his finisher. Was it a Claymore or was it a Future Shock?
That he won with?
Yeah.
He won with the Claymore.
Shock. Oh, what, did he win with Claymore? Okay.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure, because you were like, look at Seth's eye, and it looked like you, like, busted a blood vessel.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's what I was going to say. So Seth's outside the ring, and Drew is standing there, just... You could tell the man is about to, like, try not to break down because he's so happy, like, internally. He did get that. He finally got that Cinderella story. He won that title in front of fans, and he looks at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins overcome with emotion. Seth Rollins is a very emotional man, I feel like. Like, you see it a lot throughout night two. And I'm not making fun of him or anything. Wrestling can be very emotional.
I was going to say, I think that's a good thing. Like, he cares about that shit.
He cares about that, and he cares about his peers. He cares about his friends. At the end of the day...
Seth's a very passionate person.
And you see him, like, crying outside the ring, which his eye looked fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
But he points at Drew and says, you deserve this. You fucking deserve this. And he walks away and lets Drew get his moment. And Drew celebrates with his wife. Also, it was kind of funny. Drew starts texting in the middle of the match. That was pretty funny. Remember that when they were outside the ring? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. But he celebrates with his wife, and then he turns his attention to CM Punk. Yes. Stands up on the announce table, kind of crawls over a little seductively, if you ask me.
Yeah,
what's that? A little seductive crawl over?
He is flaunting the title in Punk's face.
And he says, I want this framed in my house. Or whatever. And Punk finally gets fed up with the bullshit. Or he says, the next time you get in that ring, I won't put you on the shelf for a little while. I'll end your whole career.
Yeah.
And Punk gets sick and tired of it. Sweeps the fucking legs out from under Drew McIntyre. Beats the shit out of him with his arm brace for a second. And then Damian Priest's music hits.
Oh my God.
This is what I'm talking about with Samantha Irvin. She had no idea this was happening. The excitement in her voice where she's like, Damian Priest is cashing in his money in the bank. And I'm like, oh my God. She just added to my excitement.
Bro, it made up for all those times Damian failed cashing in too. Like, this is the grandest stage of them all. He fucking runs out there, just whacks Drew with the briefcase, hands it to the ref immediately. He's like, I'm cashing in now! Rolls Drew into the ring, hits the fucking... What's his finish called? The South of Heaven?
South Side of Heaven?
South of Heaven, yeah. He hits that. 1, 2, 3. Dude, just... CM Punk elevated this cash in. Okay, there's no other way around it. There's no other way around it.
And I hope this goes into their storyline. And I kind of hope Damian kind of ties into it just a little bit. Where maybe Damian's like, I didn't need your help or something like that. And Punk is like, motherfucker, I've done this.
I've done this twice. Yeah.
You did not need my help, baby, but you would have never went down to that ring and cashed in on a healthy Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Who did Punk cash in on? Edge and Jeff Hardy? Yeah. That's who he cashed in on. But ooh, that'll be cool. We get a Jeff Hardy name drop, maybe? We won't get an Edge name drop. We probably won't get either name drop because they're both on AEW.
No, this is Triple H era, baby. You might get, because they mentioned, I swear, at some time they mentioned Edge. Michael Cole mentioned Edge. I don't know when. I don't know what it was for, but I heard his name. I think he was talking about.
He is Adam.
I think he might have been talking about people Roman had beaten or something, because he said Cena, Edge, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you're right, because you said Edge name drop, and I was like, you were behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did you hear that? I was very confused. I'm like, what the fuck? You're like, yeah, I was backing it up, and I was like, oh, okay, that made no sense to me. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah,
how the fuck did he hear that?
But yeah, no, that's the thing. Triple H era, anything's on the table apparently.
Yeah. So that's all. Once I just give some more flowers to Samantha Irvin. She deserves it. Dude, she's such a fucking good ring announcer. That whole sequence, all of that, perfect.
Bro,
on commentary.
The camera angle when the Judgment Day music hits and just the purple lighting is glaring off Punk's face and he's smiling. Oh, it's so perfect.
Dude, what if Punk joins Judgment Day? That'd be kind of cool.
Are we including the cash in? Oh, he'll CM Punk would be great, but like I
like him as a face right now.
As a face right now, like once the Drew chapter's over though, he'll CM Punk all the way because Punk overall does his best work as a heel. He does his best.
I want him maybe not join the Judgment Day, but I want him to have his own faction. That'd be kind of cool because he was good with the straight edge. You think about it, he was good with the straight edge society. He kind of floundered with the Nexus thing, but he did win the WWE Championship during that time.
I mean, he's pretty good with. Well, I mean, after he won the WWE title, the Nexus was over with. But he was good as leader of the new Nexus. Like he was good in that role. It's just Vince McMahon didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, fuck Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that pipe bomb was real.
Well, Punk may be eating some of them words because he said this company will be way better once you're dead, but actually it won't be because it'll be taken over by your doofus son-in-law.
Yeah, and his doofus son-in-law has been done a damn good job.
Yeah,
his son-in-law kind of saved wrestling.
Yeah, his doofus son-in-law doing a pretty good job. You know what's also kind of sad? And this is just me shitting on AEW because I just don't like AEW fans. AEW couldn't compete with the Vince McMahon era of wrestling. How the fuck are they going to compete with the Triple H era?
Oh, they ain't. What did Punk say in that interview you sent me? Because he didn't give a clear answer. Obviously, I feel like he had his doubts though. That how long is AEW? Well, no, he said AEW is probably going to be around as long as Tony's willing to put money into it.
Yes,
but it's not a real company, is what he said.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a real company. Yep, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, no, I believe him 100%.
Yeah. The thing is about Punk is there's a lot of issues he may have, but the reason that I end up going back and being like, fuck, I like this guy because he's honest. He's like, yeah, I was stupid. I fucked up. I'm an idiot. I'm hard-headed. And I'm like, how am I supposed to fault a guy that's honest like that?
Yeah, so I watched last night, him and Randy react to the WrestleMania 27 match, and he was talking about him and Randy really didn't get along at that time, in 2011. Yeah. And CM Punk was like, yeah, we both hated each other. And Randy was like, whoa, hate's a strong word. I never hated you.
I watched that shit. That was good. Yeah.
Oh, it's just awesome seeing them bounce off of each other. They're great.
Yeah, and they gave each other the hug at the end and whatnot. And I'm like, Randy, you're a really cool fucking guy.
Dude, Randy's so cool. I'd love to meet Randy one day.
Yeah. But yeah,
so
I give this match a 4. The whole thing.
Are we grading this match with the cash-in?
Yes, I'll grade it with the cash-in.
I'm giving it a 5 with the cash-in, bro. It was perfect.
5?
It was
Holy
perfect.
Shit.
It was perfect.
I'll give it a 4. I think
without,
a 5's going to be hard to get for me.
Without the cash-in, I'd do 4, but I think this cash-in was perfect. I think it was so good. It was so good.
What about Edge's cash-in on The Undertaker?
Fuck you.
I can't even say anything because Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy, so it's just you can just turn that right back around on me and be like, what about Punk's cash in on Hardy? Fuck you. How come our favorite superstars get cashed in on?
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Oh, speaking of cashed in on, this was the second time Drew McIntyre got cashed in on because the Miz cashed in on him 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago.
That's funny.
Yeah, the next night on Raw, he's like, I hate that Money in the Bank briefcase. This is the second time.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he's like, I hate that contract.
I hope he wins it. Wouldn't that be some funny shit if he wins it?
I could see. Oh, or he's about to win it and CM Punk cost him.
Oh my god, that'd be so perfect. CM Punk cost him the Money in the Bank briefcase and Punk wins? Oh my god, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious?
Hey, Punk
wins it.
I think there's a good chance Punk will be cleared by Money in the Bank time. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, in that interview, he literally said that it's just up to whenever WWE wants to bring him back. I'm pretty sure he's probably cleared by now. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let him get that physical with Drew.
Maybe, or he's at least super close to being cleared.
Yeah, it's maybe they're like, well, you can't really get in the ring, but you can do this and that. And he's like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't really Drew didn't physically do anything to him. He was just beating him with his arm thing.
Oh, we did get the classic CM Punk sit where he sat crisscross on the and Spanish announce table.
Yeah, and he blew the kiss like he did at Money in the Bank 2011.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And
Love it.
He blew the kiss, and then the Judgment Day music hit. It was so perfect.
4.5. 4.5.
I convinced you to bring it up.
Oh my god, I forgot about the kiss. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about the kiss. It's so poetic. Everything about it.
Oh, so good.
This helps Lear.
I'm telling dude.
All right.
It's the best Money in the Bank cash in since probably Seth. I'm just saying.
Liv's was good.
Yeah, but not this good.
Iyo's was good.
Yeah, but not this good.
Austin Theory's was good.
I think the thing that makes me say this is good is it was more unpredictable than any of those. I mean,
That's fair.
I didn't expect it at least.
I think I didn't expect Liv's, but I expected Iyo's.
Yeah, I fully expected Iyo's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect Damian's though, even though maybe I should have, but no, I did not.
Well, the Punk thing threw me. I thought Punk was about to pick up a microphone and be like, "I'm cleared, bitch," or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
That threw me off. And then the Damian's music hit, and I'm like, "Oh."
It was so perfect.
My heart like dropped, and I remember setting up, and I'm like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me right now." But anyways, 4.5. You give it a 5.
You know what? You've committed. So if we're doing the whole segment, I'll agree with you because I give the match itself a 4, but the cash in a 5, like a 5 out of 5 for the cash in.
So 4 out of 5 to even it out. 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 out of 5. So we're in agreement here as well.
Yeah, I feel like that 5's got to be. I'll spoiler alert. There's a 5 coming.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's probably the same match.
Yeah. All right. So what was match 2? Because once again, I don't fucking remember.
It was the Pride versus the Final Testament. Are you looking in the chat right now? It's right there.
No, I'm literally not. I'm not looking at it at all. I'm so sorry. I'm such a piece of shit. Oh man!
Yeah, it's Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain.
Oh my god, it's right there! I'm such an idiot. Oh shit!
Bubba Ray Dudley was the special referee. Probably the best thing about this match.
Yeah, Bubba Ray made this match. It wasn't a bad match. It was.
I mean, I like this match more than fucking Jimmy versus Jey. You know why? Because this match had a fucking stipulation. That's why. It was more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, there was a funny table spot where they accidentally put Karrion Kross.
Oh, it was the finish too. It was supposed to be the finish, and then they just get another table.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. Karrion Kross gets in Bobby's face, or Bubba's face, and Bubba puts on the glasses, and then they're beating him up. And then Bubba's kind of like directing them how to do the 3D finish or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's really funny. I like that. That was good.
What's up?
What's up? Yeah. Snoop Dogg was the special guest announcer.
I didn't care about Snoop Dogg on commentary.
He was pretty funny on commentary, I won't lie. I know you maybe didn't hear him that whole much.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention that much to the commentary. I was just kind of watching all the insaneness that was happening in the ring. I think moment of the match for me was when Bubba put on the glasses, though. That was great.
Yeah. This match was a good filler. Good filler match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hating on Authors of Pain or Karrion or Bobby or
same.
Montez
It was suitable. It didn't need to be a WrestleMania match, but
no, this is just like the
I mean, I think
I give it a 3.
Yeah, I agree. I'd give it a 3. And if there wasn't like any stipulation to this, and it didn't have like a special referee and stuff, if this was just a normal match, I'd probably say Bobby and Street Profits winning was the wrong decision. But since it was so many factors, I think it's okay because I kind of think Karrion Kross needs a freaking win.
Yeah,
but since there were shenanigans and such, I think it's fine.
Yeah. On to match 3.
Yeah.
AJ versus LA.
Yes, indeed. The Megastar versus the Phenomenal One.
Dude, the way this match started, AJ just running right down to the ring to beat the shit out of LA Knight. Fucking good.
I thought this match I think it's good. I thought it was good. I thought it
did too.
Pretty much exactly what it needed to be. And like the fans were fully behind LA Knight. Just the momentum that this dude has kept is very impressive. And this was obviously a huge WrestleMania win for him, the first of his career, and it was against someone like AJ Styles. So I think it was the right choice. I think the match was great, and the crowd was into it. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this when me and you watched it. Like, it was This doesn't hurt AJ Styles. If they put AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes tomorrow, I'll be like, okay,
Yeah,
I believe that.
AJ Styles hit a 450 splash in this match. This man is 46 years old. What?
This man is fucking jacked also. How does he move that way?
Bro, I don't know. This AJ Styles is literally a phenomenon. Like, he's insane.
He is the phenomenal one, is what he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's awesome, dude. I love AJ.
I will say this. Thank you, TNA. Thank you, TNA, for giving us AJ Styles. You know?
Yeah. And, in a way, they gave us back LA Knight because he was over there in TNA before he came back to WWE.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yep.
So, thank you, TNA.
Yeah, thanks, TNA. We'll never hate on TNA, I don't think. We'll talk about some of the goofy stuff they did. I don't think we'll ever hate
especially
on TNA.
Since TNA is like the one organization that's like working with WWE in some way at least, because of course we got that what was her name in the Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble this year? The TNA Knockout champ. Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace, that was her name.
And we got Mickey James.
Yeah, I think that was a different thing though because it's Mickey James. Like this was an individual that had never stepped foot in a WWE ring, and I don't think that would have happened under Vince. Mickey James did happen under Vince.
She was in WWE at one time.
Jordan Grace?
Yeah, she's really not trying to be mean, but she was like really fat and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I don't remember her being in WWE.
I don't ever think she made it out of NXT.
Okay, well, interesting.
But yeah, no, the LA Knight versus AJ Styles, great match. Great match.
I agree.
I can't say anything negative about it. I give it an easy 3.75.
I'd agree. 3.75. Not quite a 4, but it's what it needed to be. So
yeah, I thought the end was a little whatever. He just kind of hits the ropes.
AJ sold the fuck out of that blunt force drama though.
Yeah, he hits the ropes and he catches AJ and he hits the BFT. So whatever. Good match though. Next match. Now that I'm looking at the chat, I know what's next. The U.S. title match: Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. All I have to say is Logan Paul had a cool entrance. Some way, somehow, fucking Kevin Owens and Randy Orton managed to top the goddamn entrance. How the fuck did those two goofballs manage to top Logan Paul's cool ass entrance?
This
By
was
getting on a goddamn little golf cart and Kevin driving all the way down to the ring for Randy's music to hit and him just being like, fuck it. Backs all the way back up, tells Randy, come on, buddy, get on. And Randy just gets on and rides that little thing all the way down to the fucking ring. I was laughing like a fucking madman.
This was the funniest moment of the night, without a doubt. Or both nights, because Kevin he starts walking out and then he like looks back and he's like, nah, he turns around, comes back out with a freaking golf, and then everything that you just said transpires.
This golf cart also looked like it was just bought off Facebook Marketplace. It was not like some brand new fucking golf cart. This motherfucker looks like it has been used. And Kevin had like a KO Mania sticker slapped on the front of it, like it was off kiltered, off center, and all that kind of other shit. Like
you think they just rent like a new golf cart or something?
I think the fact that it looked the way it did added to just the hilarity of it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the fact
it fits Kevin too. Like Kevin's not going to get anything new. Kevin's just like, yeah, this old banged up piece of shit. It drives.
Yeah, and the fact that Randy was just like, just going with the flow. Fuck it, why not? I think it would have been more funny if Randy just like got on the cart next to Kevin and like put his arm around him and just rode down to the ring with him. But I think the fact that he like gave Randy the WrestleMania 3 treatment, where, they were carted to you're not to WrestleMania 3, but on WrestleMania 3, they were carted to the ring, on the small ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they gave him that kind of treatment. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, okay, that's fucking hilarious. These guys, you can tell these guys are really enjoying their runs right now because they're just having a blast. And then they just proceeded to beat the shit out of Logan Paul.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of Logan for a while, and then it turns into a full-on triple threat after probably the first 5 minutes or so.
And we were both right. Randy was not involved in the finish, but I was wrong. Logan retained. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, what are our records, by the way? Okay, so night 1, you ended 4-3. I was 5-2, which means we both got Drew. So You're 5-3. I'm 6-2. Then we didn't even know about the Pride and Final Testament, so we didn't predict that match. Then we both got LA Knight and AJ right. So I'm 7-2, and you're 6-3. Is that math right?
Yeah.
And with this one,
But
you were wrong again.
damn.
Wow,
But
so of all the ones we picked different, Gunther Sami is the only one you got right that I didn't. That's crazy.
what the fuck?
I just know wrestling, man. I just know what Triple H is gonna do, man.
I don't know why or fucking Logan retained. Like, I mean, I get the U.S. titles like showcased on his podcast all the time or whatever, but come on, man. Like, fucking give it to KO or Randy. But I guess that also helps build the U.S. title, showing these guys kind of fight for it and stuff. And I guess that also kind of ends the story with KO and Logan more than likely.
Probably.
So whatever. I'm not mad about this finish at all. I'm just kind of mad that I wasn't right.
Yeah, me either. Randy did go for a punt, didn't he? He went for a punt on Logan.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because Cole was like, "We haven't seen this in years," and I was like, "Oh yes, dude, Legend Killer Randy is coming back." I want to see Randy and Cody on the same brand, and I want to see Randy turn heel and feud with Cody for that title. I'd love that.
Yes, please, thank you. Randy RKO'd I Show Speed, I think is his name. I don't know. He's some Twitch streamer. He's really annoying.
So, what were you saying you thought the finish? It was pretty similar to what you thought, but it went like opposite. You thought Randy was gonna RKO Logan and Kevin was gonna get the pin. Randy RKO's Kevin and Logan still seals the win. So, like, you kind of had the finish. You just had who was winning backwards.
Just yeah, that happens. I mean, fuck. I mean, I feel like what I said happening, like almost the exact way I said it happening, just shows how fucking amazing I am. You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give myself my own flowers.
I would give this match probably the same grade as the last one that we gave LA versus AJ. 3.75.
3.75.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good rating. Bayley versus Iyo Sky. Not gonna lie, it was a little disappointing. I'm glad Bayley won. I don't know. It just Iyo screamed a lot.
I think Jimmy J was disappointing. I think this was more so underwhelming. I don't think it was like just so disappointing.
Yeah, okay, that's a better word. It wasn't disappointing. You're right. It was just a little underwhelming. And I think it's just because we if you look at night 2 comparatively to night 1, night 2 had a lot more just banger after banger after banger, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know, there wasn't like really any lulls.
Yeah, so the decision in this one was the correct one, I think. We said, Bayley deserves this. And yeah, she did deserve this. The match itself, yeah, it wasn't fully what I was expecting. I expected a little bit more, but it wasn't bad. The result was the right one, so I still liked it overall. I'd give it a 3.
Yeah, 3. 3's fair. 3's fair. It wasn't bad by any means. I'm not saying it was bad. Just like you just basically said, just a little underwhelming. Right finish though. Yeah. I'm glad they gave it to Bayley.
Because I think Bayley Iyo is probably the best story going into Mania aside from Cody Roman and the bloodline, the whole bloodline stuff.
Well, I mean, LA Knight AJ had a pretty good story.
Yeah, they did have that. Like, their story had been going since December, so they had quite a bit. But the Damage Control story had been going technically since the start of the Triple H era, so I think it was more just like the build up to it. Like, I expected more, and like you said about the Jimmy J thing, maybe that's our fault.
Yeah, but there's not really a whole lot to say. I'm glad Bayley won. Bayley is going to be a great champ. I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Showed Sasha Banks a couple times. They didn't ever said her by name, but that's Triple H's girl right there. So, but moving on, we got Avengers Assemble. We got it.
We got the Avengers, baby, and we'll probably more so be talking about the moments in this match opposed to the actual in-ring work. Even though the in-ring work was obviously good, it's Cody and Roman. They know what they're doing, but the spots.
So yeah, the spots.
That's what's going to be talked about for years and years to come.
Okay. Let me just start. All right. Cody Rhodes has won the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship.
Oh, we're skipping all the way to the end.
Just this will be the last time I do it. Samantha Urban calling his name in victory, and I've seen the video, and I will send you the video later or tomorrow or something whenever I find it again. Her announcing his victory, she is in tears, and there were two people in the front row behind her also in tears that Cody Rhodes won. That, in my opinion, her announcing this is something I hope that ring announcers tend to do more as we go on in the Helmsley era. They are just as invested as we are. And her announcing his victory almost made me emotional. Now, if I watched every Monday Night Raw and every Friday Night SmackDown and I watched every Cody Rhodes promo and I was the biggest Cody Rhodes fan, I'm sure I would have been emotional. If this was Jeff Hardy, though, because that is my favorite, or in your case, if this was The Undertaker and this was their story, would you probably have been in tears? Because I know I would have.
If this was like The Undertaker and it was, obviously his story probably would be as personal because he's a dead man. But if this was like his first World Championship win and he had been around for 15 plus years or almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. If that was my guy from day one and I was with him through that journey, or from at least since I was a wrestling fan, day one. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's she almost brought me to tears. Cody Rhodes isn't my guy. And that's just, I can't give that woman enough credit for how good she is. But back to the match.
My nephew's favorite is Cody Rhodes. So
really?
Yes. So of course I had to, he's very happy. I had to FaceTime my sister and talk to him the day after. I was like, so what do you think about Cody winning? And he's like, he's so happy, he's over the moon. And I was like, how long do you think Cody's gonna hold the title? And my sister is just like, oh, if you ask him, Cody Rhodes is never gonna lose another match ever again.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
I was like, oh man, he's gonna be disappointed once he does.
Yeah, the kid will be in tears. He will be that shocked guy that when the Undertaker lost the streak.
Oh, that was me, dude. That was
you. That'll be your nephew whenever Cody Rhodes drops the title. You know what you have to do now? You have to actively root against Cody Rhodes in every rivalry and antagonize him.
Why do I have to do that?
Oh, just to piss him off, because that's what we did to each other, Be like, yeah, the Undertaker's gonna fucking lose that title.
I'm not gonna antagonize my nephew.
Well, fuck. You antagonized me, and I antagonized you.
You're my age.
I guess
you're not 14 years younger than me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess it wouldn't be cool to antagonize a kid 14, 15 years younger than you. Whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very cool, Matt.
Yeah, so Cody Rhodes is his John Cena, huh?
Yeah, literally.
That's awesome.
It was, man. I was so happy. I was texting my sister, I was like, tell me that he's seen this, because he's gonna freaking love it. And she was like, yeah, he stayed with our dad to watch it, and I was like, okay, awesome. Glad he got to see that. Apparently he got psyched when he heard my guy come in, which we'll get to.
So it all starts, though. Cody's he's going for the third Crossroads, and Jimmy comes in. Am I correct?
Yeah, kicks him.
And super kicks him. And in that moment, I thought to myself, I listened to your reaction. So the way we watched this is you started it about 20-ish minutes later than me, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
And so I'm 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably this match, yeah.
And so, I am currently, the match and stuff is over. I know all the results. And I'm just dead quiet. Well, I reacted every time somebody came out. I did.
Yeah, and I was like, what is this guy talking about, bro? What is happening?
And I just said to you, The Rock isn't the final boss. That's all I kept saying. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You were so confused.
I was.
And I'm glad I was able to keep all that shit inside. But when you were reacting live to it, it was like, oh my God, I can't wait to hear your reaction to this shit. So Solo comes out Jimmy comes out, and the first thing you says, where's Jey? Jay's music hits. And then Jimmy runs up the ramp, and they beat each other up for a little while.
Yeah, no.
And then they fucking kill each other.
Yeah, Jay spears him off the stage.
Yeah, something
Through
like
a
that.
table?
They go through some tables. Yeah. Well, then it's like Roman kind of gets the upper hand, and then Cody gets the upper hand again. Well, then Solo comes in.
Yeah, he's going for a crossroads again.
Solo comes in. Samoan Spike. Roman goes for the pin. 1, 2, kick out. And Solo's like, what the fuck? And he Samoan spikes him again. And then
didn't Roman like wasn't it like a spear into a Samoan Spike and Cody kicked out of that or something?
Yeah, it was something like that. Well, all I know is he kept fucking with Cody, and then
Yeah, and I was like, "Where's Cena?"
Oh my god, no fucking way!
See,
Which you called it. I didn't. I was not thinking Cena was going to show up in that.
I told you that when we predicted it. I was like, Solo was the last time you saw Cena. Solo decimating Cena. Cena's going to come out. Yeah,
I think I ended up saying Cena would come out, but I wasn't like, that was kind of one of my just like Jeff Hardy type of predictions. It was just kind of like, man, he does. You know, fucking Jeff Hardy shows up and
I knew about Cena saying he was free WrestleMania weekend too, so I was like, he's gonna be there, and it makes sense for him to, get Solo out of the way in this match, and that's what happens.
See, I think that was, you said that day, and I think it went in one ear and right out the other, and I just didn't like register it, like. Because if I would have heard Cena say that myself, or I would have like listened to you heard him say that, then I would have been like, oh shit, then this is highly plausible. But it still caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
So Cena comes in, AA's Solo.
Through the announce table.
Through the announce table. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Oh, do. Final boss engage.
Yeah. And then The Rock's coming down to the ring, and he's pointing. He's like, you motherfucker, you should have stayed out of my goddamn way, you stupid son of a bitch. Just fucking yapping.
Yeah, no filter.
Yeah. No filter, yapping the whole way to the ring. And we get it. Once in a lifetime, part 3. Cena looks left. Oh, my bad. Cena looks right. Looks left. Looks back. You can't see me. Rock bottom. Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, then
Cena
Rock.
sold the
Yeah. Cena did sell that. Then Rock grabs the belt, the Mama Rhodes belt.
Lights go out. Gong.
Oh my god.
Gong.
Oh.
Gong. Lights come back on.
I couldn't believe it.
Let me tell you, your reaction. I wish you would have recorded that. I should have told you to. Oh my god, I should have told you to. But that might have given some stuff away if I told you to do that. So,
yeah,
but
maybe.
But your reaction was, it was like, oh, The Rock's got the fucking gong. What? What the fuck? What? And then it's like lights come on. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Ah! That was your exact reaction, pretty much. Not necessarily, but pretty much. That's it. That was the gist of it.
Yeah, I was like, no fucking way, dude. You're kidding.
And I was like, and that's why I kept saying The Rock is not the final boss, because The Undertaker, at the end of the day, he's the final fucking boss. Choke slams The Rock, lights go back out, Rock's out of the ring, Taker's gone.
Yeah, Undertaker fucking took The Rock with him, apparently.
Took him to the depths of hell.
Oh, dude, it was incredible. It was so incredible.
Yeah.
I did not expect that, but we were talking about it after. It makes so much sense. Like, we don't know if the Undertaker's presence at WrestleMania is going to be a thing going forward, but it would make so much sense for him to be the spirit or the embodiment of WrestleMania.
Yeah, just rare. It doesn't have to be every single WrestleMania, just rarities, Yeah,
to even the playing field like he did here.
Yeah. And it's like, you could literally just have the Undertaker cut a promo that's just like, yeah, I'm going to show up whenever, shit needs to happen at WrestleMania because I'm tired of this bullshit. This guy having this upper hand, WrestleMania is my event, and I deem what's, you can have the Undertaker be a heel, fucking chokeslam the face or something like that. It doesn't fucking matter. It's the Undertaker's event. Just you have endless possibilities there. Yeah, endless possibilities. But
it's so good to see him. I was like, oh,
Cody Rhodes
this is awesome.
Oh my god, we're such idiots. We forgot something.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did we forget?
When The Rock was standing in the ring before the Undertaker ever showed up, Shield music hits.
Oh yeah, Delta, the Shield. Yeah, because
Delta, Lemur, Echo, something. Shield. Boom, 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 boom.
yeah, I also
Boom,
predicted this. I told you Seth was going to get involved in this match, and you were like, no, Seth's not going to get involved. So I wasn't even.
To be fair, did you really expect him to after he lost the title?
After that Drew match, no, because his eye was all fucked up.
Yeah, his eye was still fucked up in this match, by the way.
Yeah, he only came in with the chair, and Roman Superman punched him.
Yeah. He comes in with the chair and Superman punches him. But I meant to send you this TikTok edit I saw earlier, but I didn't. So after The Rock and after The Undertaker drags The Rock back to the depths of hell or whatever, Seth is standing in the ring getting up, okay? And Roman picks up the chair. And instead of hitting Cody with the chair,
yeah, he hits Seth.
He turns, looks at Seth, hits Seth in the back the same way that Seth hit him when he turned heel on him all them years ago.
10 years ago. 2014 is when that was. Almost exactly 10 years ago.
And that's what causes Cody Rhodes to get the win. Because Cody recovers enough to hit him with the crossroads. And I don't know about you, but I loved when Cody was picking him up for that third one and he started like shaking almost. Like he's willing himself to hit him with that last one, like it's going to take everything out of him. Hits him with that third. Charles Robinson, one of the best referees to ever do it, slides in. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes wins. Spectacular.
Yeah, like what? First time Roman Reigns has been pinned in a one-on-one match in like 5 freaking years or something.
Something
4.5 years.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, he got pinned in that tag team match, but like you said, in a one-on-one, yeah.
It's just crazy.
And Roman was smiling, which I love. You know, Roman, the thank you Roman chants that they started in Raw,
yeah,
well deserved. Roman Reigns deserves. We talk a lot of shit, but thank you, Roman. Thank you. If it wasn't for Roman Reigns, like turning heel and being tribal chief and doing all the shit that he did, I don't know if I would have ever found my way kind of back to wrestling.
Me either, because honestly, I don't know if I would have found my way back to wrestling if I wasn't friends with you, because you talking about it with me is kind of what got me to start taking it out again.
Yeah. Well, and it was Roman Reigns, I think, that I was talking to you about. I'm like, dude,
yeah, it's the whole tribal chief thing, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Roman's heel now and shit. And you're like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, man, he's fucking badass. So thank you, Roman Reigns. The man, in my opinion, can do no wrong. Like, well deserved. Well, he carried the company on his back. I talk shit about him, but at the same time, I have a lot of respect for Roman.
Yeah, same.
I'm glad that Vince let his ideas be heard, because apparently the tribal chief thing was kind of like him and a Paul Heyman's ideas.
Paul Heyman's a genius, man. Just listen
Paul
to Paul
Heyman is a
Heyman.
genius. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, and then
WrestleMania 40.
Cody Rhodes wins. Basically, at least all the faces or most of the faces come out and celebrate. Sami and Randy lift him on his shoulders.
Kevin was out there.
Yeah, Triple H was out there.
Triple H did come out there. Bruce Pritchard came out there.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. It was awesome seeing
Seth gave Cody a handshake, and his eye was all fucked up, and it looked gross. It made me want to cry. I have a phobia about eyes, though. So
yeah. This was obviously the 5 out of 5.
This 5 out of 5, yeah. We might be stupid. We may be. You can call us whatever you want. We don't give a fuck. This hit. I think this checked every box for us.
Oh yeah.
Moments.
Night 2 of WrestleMania was a 10
9 out of 10. I say 9 because
I say 10.
Man. I think Triple H could do better. You know what? Fuck it. 10 out of 10. Fuck it. I mean, who cares? We'll come back to this in 26 years.
Potentially, he can do better, but as of now, I'm saying 10 out of 10 because
I'll say 10 out of 10 with you.
Like, if it wasn't for that, the main event elevates it a lot, obviously, but Damian's cash-in also helped elevate it to that 10. Like, those two things happening were so incredible.
Well, it's like they say you wanna like start your show hot and end your show hot, and like kind of have like, that's why it's like bad. That's why like the Shawn Taker match at 25 was kind of bad, because you still had one more match to go and it couldn't live up to Taker Shawn.
I think you had two. I think you had both the world title matches after that, and neither of them could live up to Taker Shawn. Or was it just I think it was both.
I
It
thought
might
it
have
was.
just been
I
Triple
thought
H
it was
Randy.
just the WWE. I thought it was just the WWE title match because Triple H was like, "How the fuck are we supposed to go on
Yeah,
after
I
that?"
remember. I remember that. It might have just
Yeah,
been that match.
but regardless, it's like that's you don't. Obviously, everybody wants to put on a good show, but it's like it's kind of known you can't really upstage the guys after you because it kind of emotionally drains an audience.
Yeah,
You know, if
exactly.
this was the fucking third match on the card and Bayley versus Asuka, or not Asuka, but Iyo Sky was the end match.
Yeah, yeah, that would have.
I don't
That
even
would
know if I
have.
would have kept watching.
That would have been a dull note to go out on. Even though the
Yeah,
match
like
wasn't bad, it
no,
just
it's
following
just
up
it's like
this.
yeah,
Nothing can follow this up. Like this was an awesome match.
yeah. This was like and like I think we both said the in ring work wasn't like the best ever. It was good enough to keep us entertained, but the moments, all the small storytelling, all of the all of the things that like we did not expect. Who the fuck would have thought the goddamn Undertaker would show up?
Not
Not
me,
us.
because even when you said he's not the final, or The Rock's not the final boss, I was like, oh, what does that mean? Stone Cold? I wasn't thinking The Undertaker.
Yeah,
It's
you
not.
literally said Stone Cold like 3 times. I'm like, no, it's not fucking Stone Cold. Guess somebody else.
I obviously wasn't thinking it was gonna be my fucking favorite ever.
I think
No.
I made a joke that Jeff Hardy was coming back. And when I made that joke, I was like, oh my God, please don't tell me he's going to guess the fucking Undertaker comes back now. And I just ruined it. But I think I say that so often, you just don't think about it. And you're just like,
I
this guy's a
don't.
fucking idiot. What the fuck is he talking about?
You just always bring up Jeff Hardy. I'm like, oh,
That is true.
We'll see if he ever comes back.
I think I literally bring him up once a time we talk about wrestling. It's just like, yeah, Jeff's coming back to win the title. Man can dream, huh?
Oh man. Yeah, so overall WrestleMania 40, I would say probably a 9 out of 10, like as a whole. I it's one oh dude, this was like the best WrestleMania in a while, probably.
I think last year's was good. This one topped it.
I agree. I agree. Ooh, I don't
Topped
even
it by a mile, though.
this might be like well, we'll figure it out when we actually like get through all of our WrestleManias, however long that takes, the next 10 years. But
Yeah.
this probably one of my favorite manias that I've
This
seen.
this is at least the top. 26 is a hard one because that was the first one I remember I begged my dad to buy that one.
25 was the first one I saw, so Undertaker Shawn was like literally one of my first WrestleMania matches.
Undertaker Shawn was also literally one of my first
Yeah,
WrestleMania
it's true
matches.
because I was also in that card.
Yeah. Also, I saw Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre. I saw CM Punk. I saw John Cena.
I saw
Batista.
CM Punk win the Money in the Bank briefcase. The Money in the Bank
I
briefcase
saw
that he
Jack
cashed in on Jeff Hardy.
Swagger. I saw Jack Swagger win the Money in the Bank briefcase.
That he cashed in on Rey Mysterio.
Was it Rey Mysterio or Alberto Del Rio?
Or wait, Jack Swagger cashed in on Chris Jericho.
Oh yeah, it was Chris Jericho.
Rey Mysterio beat Jack Swagger for the title. That's what it was.
Yeah, well, we're close. Who
Yeah,
cares?
well, anyway, the Raw after Mania was last night. We've already talked about a decent bit of it, but Triple H opened up the show. He's like, WrestleMania 40 was the biggest Mania ever. Apparently, it was like the biggest audience they've ever had.
145,700.
Yeah, I guess it was the biggest. Was it the biggest viewing audience? I don't know if he ever said that, but
I don't know. They had 145,000 people through both nights, so take
yeah.
that as you
But
want. It's a lot of
Cody
people.
gets his celebration. Triple H introduces him to the ring, congratulates him. He basically says WrestleMania 40 was the start of a new era, and Cody Rhodes is going to be the face of that era. He's here to usher that era in. And the first hour of Raw was basically just Cody, and The Rock comes out to interrupt it. But the first hour is just Cody and Brock. So Cody gets "You Deserve It" chants. There's "Thank You Romans" chants. Then The Rock comes out. And he's like, our story is not finished. Like yours and Roman's story might be over, but ours is just beginning. And when Rock's out there too, the crowd's just interrupting him and chanting Undertaker. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, fuck The Rock.
But Rock basically just says he's here to give Cody his flowers, and he's got to leave for a little while because he's got to go do those movies, man. He's got to go shoot Moana 2 and all that. But he
Ooh.
says once he comes back, he's coming for Cody Rhodes, whether he's champion or not. And then at the end, he like hands him something. He's like, "You don't even have to open your hand to know what that is." So I don't know what he handed him, but
A condom.
I guess time will tell.
A condom.
Yeah, well, yeah. Also, Rock had the People's Championship, and he's like, "Yeah, this title means a lot to me because it was given to me by the widow of Muhammad Ali." But he's like, "The Rock's held like every title in this business," and he's just looking at Cody's title. Is there a way that the Rock can hold that title? And they do this weird thing where they like Cody's like, "Yeah, you can hold it briefly, only if I can hold yours." Have you seen this segment? If not, you should watch it because it's very weirdly worded and sounds sort of erotic, and I don't understand. It's like the weirdest promo you'll ever see.
I have not seen that,
But yeah, the Rock holds Cody's title, and the Cody holds Rock's title. And the Rock is just like looking it over, puts it on his shoulder, and he's like, "This just feels right." So we know we're gonna get the Rock versus Cody for that title probably at SummerSlam, at next year's WrestleMania, sometime. I would assume SummerSlam because I still think Roman Rock is going to be WrestleMania 41. I don't see a world where it isn't.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, so I think, like, you can do Cody Randy at WrestleMania 41 so easily.
We really want to see that Cody Randy rivalry.
Yeah, and I think it would be so good for a Mania rivalry. Like, just do Cody Rock SummerSlam, then, like, the Mania build up, you can have Cody Randy, and you can do Rock Roman, and obviously a non-title match. And I think that would be two great Mania matches with a lot of history behind them.
Yeah. Which it seems like that's something Triple H is taking a lot of pride in, like not just letting small story beats diminish and whatnot.
Yeah. And time's like always relevant, like things, events, people's opinions, thoughts, they don't go away. They don't change just because like 6 months have passed.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. Like Triple H is all about the long term. Like people don't forget.
Ilya Dragunov debuted. Pretty cool.
The current NXT champion. He debuted against Shinsuke Nakamura and he won the match, so I guess that's good for him. Then Rhea and Damian had their celebration, which we were talking about that earlier. Kinda.
Yeah.
A little bit. Judgment Day just celebrating. This is the first time they've been like on top of the Raw roster, I guess, in a while. Because they've just kind of been in the mid card aside from Rhea for a minute. Now Damian's on top. And then Awesome Truth, of course, interrupts that, and we talked about that earlier. About it's three of us two, and the guy you can't see. Of course, John Cena comes out, and it'd be nice to see Cena some more, but I feel like he's probably about to go back to Hollywood. I feel like it was just this 1 week we got him. Then we got Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's Champ, versus Indy Hartwell, and Roxanne Perez won that match. Nothing big. I don't know much about either of those ladies. And backstage, Rhea tells Dom that he needs to take care of Andrade. So that was kind of the story. I guess how Andrade got into the tag match with Ray is Dom was trying to bring Andrade into Judgment Day.
Yeah, I heard Pat McAfee talking about that.
Yeah, and Andrade turned on him, I guess. So that's how Andrade got involved in that. Then Liv Morgan attacks Rhea Ripley, which we talked about earlier. So I'm looking forward to that rivalry. I think it's going to be great because I think Liv's been like, I don't know. I think she's been putting in the work, man. I think she's improved a lot.
Her biggest thing that she really needed to prove on was her promos.
Yeah, I think she could still use some work there, but like in the ring, like I think she's been great.
I don't ever think she's really been that bad in the ring, really. And I'm not saying she is bad, but I think like the biggest thing was just her promo ability. And like when she won the title, like what kind of champ was she? Was she the underdog? Like what was she? Like, you know?
Yeah, I think she's more so established an identity since coming back. And she's still kind of establishing it, but I think the rivalry with Rhea will help her a lot. And then we get Sami and Chad versus Imperium. So Sami is cutting a promo. He's basically thanking everyone that helped him win. Like he's like, "Oh, my family backstage, my family there to watch me in this match. That helped me win. Seeing Kevin Owens, my brother backstage before I went out that curtain, that helped me win." And he said, "There is one other guy I need to thank," and then Imperium interrupted him, and Ludwig Kaiser was talking mad smack to him. He's like, "It disgusts me that a man looking like you dethroned Gunther, the ring general, and is holding that title that he made so prestigious. You look like one of them, a peasant. Ludwig Kaiser, Connie on the mic, dude. I love him.
He's pretty great. I like him.
Yeah.
Love
I didn't
Riz
actually.
Kaiser. You know he's dating Tiffany Stratton.
Whoa, really? What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Sammy and Chad.
Chelsea Green gets.
Yeah, Sammy and Chad beat Imperium though. Of course, Gunther wasn't in this match. It was just Ludwig and Vinci. But I didn't actually see the match, but I'm sure it was incredible because Sammy and Chad are both incredible.
Chatty Daddy.
One of them got to turn heel soon, like we've been saying. And yeah, Chelsea Green got jaded. That's what Cole has been saying. Like every time she hits her finisher, goes into the pin, because she said the same thing to like about Dakota Kai. I'm pretty sure. Like, oh, she's been jaded. So I guess that's just the term he's using. I like it though.
I do too.
Then yeah, Drew goes off about how he hates that Money in the Bank briefcase and he's gonna be coming after Punk. He also calls out Damian and says that Damian is, well, like I said earlier, bondage Undertaker, but he's going to be nothing more than a transitional champion, which is what makes me feel like Damian will actually at least have the title for a few months, because especially
if they
after
outright say it, then they're not going to do it.
That, and also just all the shit people were giving them for Damian, like having all those fail cash-ins. I mean, myself included, to be honest. I gave them a lot of shit. I'm like, why do you keep doing this? I feel like he's going to hold the title for a little bit.
I mean, he deserves it. He's great.
Yeah, I agree. And as long as the Judgment Day's there,
Priest.
there's no reason he shouldn't fucking retain.
Yeah, I mean, you could bloodline up that title reign. I mean, you shouldn't. Damian, if they rely on Judgment Day too heavy to interfere in his matches.
Yeah, no, they don't need to do that.
Get the title off of him then. If you don't trust him to hold the title.
Just look at Damian, man. That man's a physical threat. He's tall as hell. Like, yeah, he can handle himself.
He's a better Kevin Nash.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And he's also the first Puerto Rican world champion in over 50 years. He's got to hold this title for at least a few months.
Yeah.
I would assume, at least. Yeah.
Drew says he's coming for Punk.
Yep, coming after Punk. He's sick of Punk. He's sick of these games. He's gonna end Punk's career. Then it's a fatal 4-way to determine who's gonna face Damian for the world title. It's Drew, Jey, Bronson Reed, and Ricochet. Which I don't know why Ricochet's in this match. I don't really know why Bronson Reed is either. It's basically Drew versus Jey, and Punk cost Drew. Jey wins, so we're getting Damian versus Jey, and Punk costing Drew again. So I like that part of it.
Well, was that it?
That was it. Not a super crazy Raw after Mania, especially a Mania that was that wild, but still.
I'll take a tame Raw after Mania after a perfect WrestleMania any day of the week.
I'll agree. I mean, we still got The Rock one last time before he heads off, and we got Cena again too. So at least we got that.
Yeah.
Also, some NXT call-ups like they do every year, so that's cool. I assume they're call-ups.
Yeah, but I think that's it.
That is it. We already said it earlier, way earlier in the show, but you can find the show anywhere you listen to your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on YouTube at The Red Arrow. You can find some other stuff there, some DC videos, some other episodes of this show, some episodes of my other podcast. We talk about movies a lot. Talk about DC a lot. We talk about wrestling a lot. We talk about football a lot when that's in season. So if you like any of those things, you should check out that YouTube channel and you should subscribe to this show wherever you listen to your podcast. But yeah, that's been it. That's been That So Random.
Bye!